Alright guys, so last night we got the ProX finished and took it on a ride, and it was pretty impressive. So I'd say all the mods we made they're great. They're very enjoyable and fun. We fixed the skis, or the skags. They seem to steer great. We had that out as well, that ran. We took turns. We should unfog the headlights. That should be done. So let's go over this for a minute. So what did we do to it? Let's start in the front, I guess. We stripped and painted the bar, all the plastic inserts. They were yellow, now they're black. The suspension was yellow. Stripped all of that, painted black, fixed the skags. I stole the dashboard bag. Stole the bag out of here, and that's now over there. So one of the major things we did is we moved the seat up. So I'm going to come over here and show you on this one. This is how the stock seat is set. Stock saddle. So our saddle is up on top of the hump. So to do that, we made these brackets. And then the seat has a hook. We had to cut some of the plastic structure out of the seat to make it more snugly ride over top. This had a wedge from a factory, or from when we got it. That's bolted all the way through here. So now our seat's nice and solid. So this all started because I needed a snowmobile to ride, and I needed something that could be registered, because mine wasn't yet registered. It was an accident snowmobile with no paperwork that I bought without a lot of thought involved in how I could legally ride it, because we just ride in the fields here. It's mostly all private property. So I grabbed this one really quick and rode it for a while. I don't remember why it went in the shop, but it ended up ripping the bar off the back. So I decided, let's fix a tunnel while we're at it. And then I ended up deciding, why not move the seat forward? So I started making all that, and I decided, well, why not have a place for a bag? So we did the bag, the third light. I hand bent the bar with actually a acetylene torch. We went through this, got everything fixed. So one of the things we did is we cut the slots. I went and drilled a hole here and here, cut across and bent everything up. We painted the tonneau black, front suspension and the inserts black, as well as the gas tank. It was ugly and discolored, and we left just a strip on either side so we could read the gas. I thought maybe the light would shine in one side and you could see better on the other. I can see the fuel levels right here. There's a casting line here, but it's just under that. So that's all looking good. Oh, we painted the skid too. So the first thing we did when we bought this, the next day we drove it over 100 miles. And then it sat for a little while. When we came back, the suspension was pretty well bottomed out. We may still have issues where the springs aren't carrying all the weight, but it rides okay now. And basically I went through and greased everything. Everything was all rusty and tight, and I don't know if I even greased it with, and then once it was assembled, I greased it with a grease gun on top of everything. So maybe we need a set of springs. We'll ride it some more and see if we can develop an opinion. It's got a really good track. It does well. It's got V-force reeds and a trail can, or some sort of a can. The kid that owned it before said there's a dyno, there it is, dyno port. So maybe it's a dyno port can of sorts. So that's pretty much it. It's basically, the idea is to set it up for a like a trail sled you could ride for long distances. It's geared very high. Reed had it out over 100 or 90 miles an hour, and it was still pulling. So we know it's got even more than that left in it. So how about we take a seat seat on this and see how we do. Comfy. So what I wanted is something, and if you slide far enough forward, you can kind of lock your legs in behind here. So we wanted something that's comfortable for long distances, but that you can still lean. Really rip on it. Or you can still drag. With it. It's not the most quick off the line. It's very high speed, so, but it's fun. That's the crackle it makes going up the trail. So the idea was possibly to sell this and then do a 137 inch on that, or sell both and get a rider forward cat, or something else. I'm open to suggestions. So one thing that does is, so these vented floorboards, man, they're a must-have. You can't slide on that. This has got holes in it. Really helps let the snow through it. And these floorboards are very stiff. It take a lot to actually break them. So one thing that does, there's one fact about this that does as much to making this work, and that's simply the front suspension doesn't allow it to roll over. If I put my foot on the bottom here, grab the handlebar, that'll lift the ski right off the ground. This has got some suspension movement in it. I see the sway bar move. Yeah, there's some slop in the sway bar for some reason. So this one here is also very stable. So the stability that the front end has really works well with the additional seat height. So that's really it, guys. We rode it last night. I loved it. Raced it a little bit with this one over yonder in the bean field, and the trail can sounds pretty nice. It doesn't sound like a cat with a mountain can yet, but it's pretty nice. And you can see it fires right up, wants to run. Even the headlights and whatnot are nice and bright. Both of these are jetted for colder weather, so once it gets down to about 10 degrees Fahrenheit, they'll jump out of your hands. You gotta hold on or you get left behind. So this is this. I love it. I really love how it's been transformed from the ugly duckling to, you know, something that somebody might actually want, something that somebody might actually enjoy, or something that you can take up north and people come over and check it out because it's different and it's cool in its very own way. All right, guys, that's going to be it. Thanks for watching. This has been a ProX episode, and awesome. I imagine this is the end of the snow for us, but we'll probably pack these babies up, have a think about what we want to do, and thanks guys for watching. Happy sledding. Now it's 3-wheelers and 4-wheelers. See ya.